Hey everyone, I am 31 weeks and 3 days today. I am really sorry that I didn't post my video on Friday when I turned 31 weeks. I feel so bad. I really wanted to because I really want to stay on schedule with you guys and everything, but Friday was just really hectic, and by the time I actually got a chance to sit alone, it was like midnight and I was so tired, so I didn't do it. And then Saturday we went to Yellowstone, big family outing, all of us. That was pretty fun. And then we didn't get back until almost midnight. And Sunday I just spent the day recuperating because I was so worn out from hiking all day and all that fun stuff. So I'm doing it today. So this last week I have been having Braxton Hicks every night still. They're okay, I haven't had anything really bad except for when we were in Yellowstone. I had contractions for just a few minutes and they weren't bad. And then last week sometime I had a night where I was having Braxton Hicks really bad. I wouldn't even classify them as Braxton Hicks, I'd call them contractions, and they hurt really bad, but after that they went away and I was fine. Heartburn pretty much every night still. Let me rephrase that. I have acid reflux, and I've had acid reflux since I was a little kid. So it's a little different for me than just normal heartburn. And I'm not discounting all you pregnant ladies and non-pregnant people out there who get normal heartburn. I just never have had normal heartburn, so I don't really know what that's like. So I take a daily medication for my acid reflux, but I also was taking Tums to kind of help with a little daily attacks just in case they happened. But I felt like the Tums weren't quite working for me, so I stopped taking them. I just feel like I was taking too many. It wasn't good. And I felt like I would take 1 or 2 to 3 at like, say 6 o'clock. And by 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm full-blown heartburn again and having to take another 2 to 3. So it got a little bit ridiculous. So I talked to my mom about it. My mom is really homeopathic and stuff, and she uses apple cider vinegar for heartburn. So I tried that, and I love apple cider vinegar. I swear by that stuff. I used it for my son when he had really bad ear infections. My husband had really bad ear infections too and had to get tubes. So anything that soothes my son when he has his ear infections is a heaven sent. So I used apple cider vinegar, just a couple drops in the ear, warmed up a tiny bit to like room temperature, body temperature, and it works amazingly. But anyway, so the first time I tried it, it worked okay. Like it wasn't amazing for me. It wasn't like, oh, I feel so much better immediately. No. But after a couple hours, I was able to sleep. Second time I tried it made my heartburn even worse, and I haven't tried it again since then. So I was looking up other ways to kind of help me deal with it. So I ended up finding out that gum actually helps. Chewing gum, just mint gum, because it causes your mouth to create a lot of saliva, which saliva actually counteracts heartburn, and it's really good. And I've done it the past couple nights, and it's worked great. So I'm hoping that'll keep working. If not, then it'll be on the next remedy. Let's see what's different. With my first baby boy, by this time in pregnancy, by 31 weeks, I was up probably every 2 hours going to the bathroom at night. This pregnancy, nothing is waking me up. And I know that I probably should be waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because I wake up, my bladder is so full. I'll wake up laying on my right side. My bladder is so full that it almost feels like my right kidney is hurting me because my bladder's so full, baby's so big, and there's just pressure. So the only time I really feel like I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night is if I wake up with heartburn, and then of course I'm already awake, so I have to go to the bathroom. Let's see what else. I have an appointment on Friday, a doctor's appointment on Friday. So hopefully I will have some news for you guys then. If not, then it's just a normal OB appointment. So we'll do measurements and all that stuff, and that should give us a little intel. I'm kind of curious to see if my belly is measuring smaller than it was. So I had told you guys how I was measuring so far ahead, and then suddenly I'm measuring just a couple weeks ahead. So I'm curious to see if I'll just be still measuring a couple weeks ahead, or if I'll be right back up there in the 36, 37, 38 range. So we'll see. Let's see, what else? I can't think of anything. I have been getting knots in the back of my legs a lot too. That's been kind of annoying. I've been eating bananas and all that stuff. So my doctor says it's just really common with pregnancy and nothing you can really do about it. I am still having the pubic pain a lot. It sucks, but it's part of pregnancy. I think that's about it. I was gonna ask you guys. I am looking for a baby carrier. I'm thinking about a wrap, but I'm open to any ideas. I want something that is good for the baby. I want your guys' opinions on what you guys liked, what you guys used, what you guys liked. Right now I'm kind of drawn to the Moby wrap. I'm not 100% sure yet though, so I kind of want ideas. Also, breastfeeding pillows. Did you guys use them or did you guys not use them? Because I personally I really want to buy one, but at the same time I'm like, I didn't use one with my son. I just used a body pillow or, my arm or whatever. But so I kind of want some opinions on, what pros and cons, what works better for you, all that fun stuff. So, I also got asked last week, will I be breastfeeding or formula feeding? I am a believer in breast is best. I will be breastfeeding this baby. I breastfed my son until he was 4 months old, and I had to stop at 4 months because I was undergoing a lot of medical procedures and having a lot of medical stuff going on that my body there was too much going in for it to be safe for coming out for him. There was too much chemicals in my body and stuff, and I felt so horrible, and I felt like such a failure. But this time I'm hoping to breastfeed longer. I love breastfeeding, and I've heard a lot of women say, oh, it was so hard, it hurt so bad the first time I did it, it was such a pain in the butt, I didn't like it. I loved it. It was so easy for me. Even though my son was tongue-tied, it was kind of a pain the first time I got him, the first day we were in the hospital. But he was still drinking. He just was having a hard time swallowing, so we just had to change his position up a little bit. But once they snipped his tongue, he was able to eat right away. And ever since then, he was great. He was an amazing breastfeeder. This time I'm kind of scared though, because with my first pregnancy, my boobs didn't ache, and this time they do from time to time. So I'm so scared that it's going to really hurt this time, but that's not going to discourage me. I'm still going to breastfeed. I'm really excited to breastfeed. Not only for the benefits for the baby and stuff and how healthy it is and how the bond it creates between a mother and a child. It's just so amazing. Breastfeeding is amazing. And not to mention that, but who does not want to lose weight by still eating everything and just breastfeeding? That's how I lost weight with my son is I breastfed, and I walked every night and I rode bikes and stuff like that. But it's breast milk's the freaking cure all, guys. I am big breast is best believer. But I'm not saying anything about you women that couldn't breastfeed and you had to formula feed. And you know what? More power to the women that still try. I give you kudos. As long as your kid is healthy and your son, your child is son, daughter, baby, infant, toddler is healthy, I'm not one to judge you. Unless it's something so far out there, you probably won't hear me talk about it, because most things I keep my opinions to myself on. But, that's just my opinion. I plan on breastfeeding. And I've gotten more stretch marks this week. It's like they're popping up overnight. I'll go in the mirror, I'll look in the mirror the night before, look at my belly, and I'm like, okay, kind of tally up what I've got going on. And then the next day, I look in the mirror, and there's a different one. It's driving me nuts. But it's okay. The stretch marks, they're artwork from the inside, I guess. It's okay. I didn't plan on getting a skimpy bikini anyways, so. All right, so we'll go ahead and look at the belly really quick. Okay, so let's see if I can get that tucked in a little bit. This is my 31-week belly. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to get adjusted with the baby. 31 weeks in 3 days, and I'm as big as a house. Okay, here's from the front. Got a good little basketball thing going on. I can't really, there we go, I can touch him now. And this side. Okay, now we'll do it with the shirt off. Oh my goodness, that looks even more. That's funny because my leggings. Okay, so this is from this side. Yeah, we'll get closer so you guys can actually see. See, and you can kind of see how I have a couple of stretch marks right here, and I got those last time with my son. I don't know if you guys can see them or not, but this time instead of just staying down here where they were, they're coming up, and that's making me frustrated. But you can see, like, ooh, I got little body parts sticking out. These little ones came off my tattoo and stuff. And these ones are showing up, and I'm like, what the heck? See, like those ones, you can see them all right there. Okay, so I'll turn this side. Oh yeah, you can see one of the side ones really good on this one. This one right here, I think. Yeah, they're just going longer, but coconut oil and all that fun stuff. So I'm sure I'll be able to fade them out again. And there's the front. See, and then I'm getting the most of them off my appendicitis scar. And I think that's probably because that skin has already been through enough and it can't really stretch very much. So, yep, so that's about it on the belly front. I'm not even going to worry about pulling that front pouch up. Okay. So, but anyways, like I said, I want your guys' opinions on the wraps and stuff like that. Also, I'm thinking about getting a nursing cover, the one that kind of goes around and you can still see the baby and stuff, but it's hands-free. Oh, ow. Oh my goodness. He's got like his butt is right here. Definitely a couple cheeks right there. And he dropped his knees over here and he was pushing kind of out with his knees. The joys of pregnancy. I was actually telling my husband the other day because he was asking me how it feels, and I go, well, it's hard to explain why it feels weird. And he just said, well, why? What do you mean? And he said, well, because, I mean, you are used to, okay, think of when you eat a big, like, Subway sandwich. Think of eating 2 footlongs. And he goes, yeah. And he said, well, okay, so you're picturing how full your stomach would be. He goes, yeah. And I said, now picture all that moving on its own and doing its own thing. And I go, it's not as easy as it sounds. It's strange. It's amazing, but it's strange. Like, this baby, I tell him, I go, it's totally different because you're used to just keeping your body to yourself. And then when you have another person inside of you, they do their own thing. They're not like, oh, let's move like this so it's comfort for mom. No, they do their own thing. But it's fun. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, I was going to tell you guys, when we were in Yellowstone, the baby was sticking his foot out when he was walking. I don't know if I already told you guys that or not, but I'll repeat it. So he was sticking his foot out every time I was walking. He'd stick his foot out, stick his foot out, stick his foot out. And I was trying to get my mom to see it. And she just, every time she'd go to put her hand down like this, he would move his foot away. And so today I was so excited because I was hanging out with my mom, and I kind of ran over there and I go, Mom, he's got his foot out, he's got his foot out. And she goes, nuh-uh. So I grabbed her hand and I pushed right here, and she goes, oh my gosh, how funny, how weird is that? But that was kind of cool. And he's sticking out his body parts so hard this time. Like right now, he's got his full buns right here. Like I can feel both cheeks. It's really kind of cool. But I was telling my mom, because she kind of felt me, she's just felt his kicks pretty much. So when I told her the other day, or today, I came up to her and I go, I really want you to feel this, how hard he's sticking out lately, how hard he's pushing himself out. And so she came out and touched it, and she goes, oh my gosh, that's crazy, that's his little butt, huh? But, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so I will see you guys again on Friday. And I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who's watching now. I noticed that my subscribers are going up and my video views are going up, and that's so cool. And I want to say hi to everyone. All right, have a good day, guys.